Hi everyone, Janie here, and today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful little vases and plum blossom branches. I'm making these for the receptionist at our local medical center, and I thought I would show you how to make them from cardstock and these InLoveArts plum blossoms and vase cutting dies. So let's get started. That die set comes with a die for the vase. And it also comes with dies for layers in case you would like to do that. So there is this layer that fits right in those places. And then there is this layer that goes right up here at the top. And those are the pieces you'll need for the vase. And then it also comes with the branches. So we've got two different branches. And it comes with 6 flowers and 2 little flower buds right there. Or they could be leaves, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. Use them how you want. But one of the things I really love is that it comes with 6 flowers so that I don't have to just take one flower and cut it out, 6 times, 10 times, whatever I want. I can cut out several flowers at one time. So that's a plus for me. Now let's get started. So I cut out 2 of each branch, and the reason is I am going to be gluing them together to make them a little bit thicker, because that's just my preference. So you can glue 2 together, 3 together, but I want to show you that even if you just use it single layer, that it's sturdy enough to work. So I'm going to grab my Beacon 3-in-1 and glue these together. Those are done, and I've already die cut the flowers out and wanted to show you that you can get a lot of flowers just from a scrap. I mean, look at that, just a tiny scrap, tons of flowers. Just wanted to share that with you. Now you can use the flowers just the way they are, flat, or you may have some techniques of your own on how to go around and bend the flowers up, or give them some shape. I'm going to show you the way that I've been doing it for these flowers. So first of all, this is a mouse pad, and I'm turning it over to the spongy backside, and I'm using one of these tools that came from a flower making kit, and I'm not going to pretend I know what it's called, because I don't, and I know a million of you are going to tell me below in the comments, but it's okay. But anyways, I just take that, push it right in the middle like that. That's all I do. Or you can go around in circles if you would like that. And then it creates a little dimensional flower. So, if you don't have one of these, you can use probably the end of a non-working pen or something, or just kind of, fold it up a little bit like this. Not fold it, but just use your fingers, your thumbs to shape it. So I just wanted to show you that really quick, and then I am going to do the rest of these so that they will be ready to go on the branches. Okay, let's get going. Okay, now in my opinion, it doesn't matter whether you're using the little flowers or the little bit bigger flowers, or a combination of the two, or how many you use, or where you place them on these branches. I think that is totally up to you. And, this is creativity and also nature. Think about, how things look in nature. They're not always the same. They're not always perfect. So just keep that in mind when you're putting these together. You can do it any way you want. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just adding a little glue here. I am grabbing a flower. I'm doing what looks pretty to me. Okay, the branches are done. I have a few extra flowers I'm going to be using. And now let's move on to making the vase. Okay, I've got that cut out and ready to pop out of the die, and I'll do that right now. There we go, and see if I can hold it up there. You can see there are score lines everywhere that you are going to need to score, and I absolutely love that. And talking about love, I love this teal cardstock from Paper Temptress, and I love the vintage silver luster, as you guys already know, and I don't know if it'll show up good. There it does a little bit. That's what I used cutting out the layers that are going to go on this. Here's the bigger piece. Let me see if it shows up good on there. Oh yeah, isn't that just stunning? I love it. And it's called silver luster, you know, vintage silver luster, but to me it looks white. I guess it kind of has a silverish tone to it as well. But when I see this, I think of weddings and anniversaries and special occasions, and I made one out of that. Don't know if you can see that. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you imagine this with the little flowers in it sitting on a wedding table or giving it to somebody very special? And so what I did was I decorated this with the rose glamour, what is this called? I want to say twine, and that's not it. Cord. There we go. It is just a satiny cord, really pretty pink. I tied a bow, added one of the pink flowers down here. I love how this turned out. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to this, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to fold on all of the score lines. So they're all really easy. As you can see, they just fold right up. No problem. But I am going to tell you that there are some tricky score lines. Okay? And well, it just depends. Sometimes it's tricky, sometimes it's not. But these score lines leave just 1/8 of an inch to work with, not 1/4 of an inch. But I'm going to show you the tricky ones here in a second, soon as I get done doing the really basic ones. And as you can see, they just fold nicely, both from the cardstock and the die, because it scores nicely. Okay, so there are score lines right up here, and you can, you know, bend them a little bit, but you're not going to really need them bent, okay? The tricky ones are these right here, okay? And those are all the way across. For me, it's easier if I turn it this direction and then just kind of reach in and grab them and fold them up. So there we go. I have no fingernails. I trimmed them all off the other day, so it makes it difficult to get in there. But let me show you. So that's what you're doing. And so if it's easy to do it the way I did, which is turn it upside down, or you may want to do it this direction and just kind of reach in and do it. But I'm going to continue to do it this way just because it works easiest for me. And while I'm doing this, I'll let you know that obviously you are going to need 1/8 inch score tape. Now you can do this with glue, and the very first one I did with wet glue. But it gets tricky and you have to sit there and kind of hold it in place to hold its shape, you know, so kind of holding it like this. So I am using, where did it go? I am using 1/8 inch double-sided tape, and besides the fact that I love this teal cardstock, I also chose to do the example with this so that the tape will show up and you can see where all the tape is and how it goes together. Okay, so I'm going to put tape on all of these places, and I'm not going to make you watch me do all of it, but when I come back you'll be able to see every place it is because of the white cover on the tape. Okay, so you can see all of the places that I put the tape, and also on the outside of these flaps. And this is my choice. You may not need to do this, but I like it to be adhered together. So with all of that done, we're still not going to put it together yet. Now, if this was pattern paper and I wasn't going to put layers on it, it would be time to put it together. But I'm going to be putting these layers on, and so it's easier to do that before. So with everything scored though, you'll be able to see exactly where you want all the pieces to be. And so I'm going to start gluing these on really quick, and then we'll put this together. Okay, the layers are on, and this is absolutely, look at that, absolutely stunning. Okay, so now it's time to start putting it together. We are not starting at this end, we're going to start at this end. No, wait a minute, wrong. We're starting at this end. Okay, so we are going to remove the little protective covering from the tape. And this is really easy. Okay, we're going to turn it over, and we're just going to fold it in half. And see how everything goes together perfectly? It just matches up right there. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing all the way across, and it gets a little tricky because the vase starts taking shape, and so it's not laying flat. And the reason that you can't even make it lay flat is because those flip forward. So again, we're going to fold this in half like that, and it just goes together. You don't even have to try to match anything up, because when you fold it in half like that, it just goes together perfectly. Okay, one more here. And while I'm doing this, I will tell you that I really love this. I think that it has so many possibilities. It's just beautiful. You can layer it or not layer it. You can use solid cardstock, patterned cardstock. You can end up having a little piece of the glue sticking out there that I'll have to get rid of. But anyways, I mean, you know, it can be to decorate tables, or it can be as a gift to somebody. You know, like I said in the beginning, I'm making these to give to the girls, the receptionists at our hospital. It's a medical center / hospital, and they're all so sweet, and I just kind of wanted to do something nice for them. So, you know, that's what I'm doing with this. But, you know, you can give this away for Valentine's Day, birthdays, anniversaries. You can decorate your desk. If you work, you know, you can make them for everyone in the office to put on their desks. I mean, there's just so many possibilities. Get in there, you little piece of glue. I don't need you sticking out too. Okay. And your fingers fit in here nicely, so you can push up against everything to make sure that it's sealed tightly, because, you know, unlike things that lay flat, or you can use, you know, a bone folder and, you know, just lay it flat on something and rub it. That is not something that you can do with these. Okay, so we've got all of that together, and I'm going to go through here a million times with my fingers just to make sure. And now we're coming down here to the end. Now I'm leaving these on just for a minute to show you that you can fold this up and just stick the end in just like any box, and then, you know, have it open. And look at that. I can't reach it to undo it. Okay, there we go. But I am actually sealing them closed. It is just my choice. Besides, since I am gluing mine to the doilies, it's probably a good idea to have the bottom sealed closed. I really miss my fingernails. They'll grow back, but it doesn't make it easy to get this stuff done. Okay, just gonna tuck this inside the box, just like you would do with any box that you're closing. And then I'm just kind of squeezing the edges just to make sure that they adhere. Because, you know, like I said, I can't sit here with a bone folder and lay it down flat and do it, because this is a 3D vase. And there it is. Absolutely beautiful. And it's ready to have the branches put in. And I know at the angle of my camera, obviously I can't show it to you standing up. So this is it laying down. And then, I will probably be decorating it, and I will show you that when I do. Because I have to think about it for a minute, and as you know from years of watching my videos, I usually don't show you how to decorate something. I'll show you what I've done to give you some inspiration. For example, I showed you this one, and I'm going to pull this one over here really quick. Let me take the little branches out. So for this one, I put pearls around the top, and I use this heart. Okay, you can't see how amazing that heart is. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see, where did my little bag of them go? These are from InLoveArts, and they are glitter hearts. Well, glitter and resin. So they're resin hearts, but they're filled with glitter. But anyways, those are beautiful. I have a link below to these, as well as everything else that I used from InLoveArts and from Paper Temptress. But that's how easy it is to make these cute little vases. And I know the flowers are going to fall out because I'm holding it sideways, but that is just how easy it is. Aren't they adorable? Okay, really quick, as you saw, I've glued mine to doilies. But what I didn't show you is that to keep the doily sturdy, I've cut out a piece of cardstock and put that on the bottom, and that way it's nice and sturdy for when you glue on the vase. So just a quick tip I wanted to share with you. I really love how these turned out, and they are so easy to make and so pretty, and there are so many possibilities, and I am really looking forward to giving these to the sweet receptionists at the hospital. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I would love to hear from you, so please leave me a comment below because that really makes my day. And don't forget to click on that little bell next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And don't forget there are links below in the description box to the products that I use from InLoveArts and Paper Temptress, as well as a 25% off discount code to InLoveArts if you choose to shop there. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.